Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesign.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, I will eventually take the mask off. Click the little blue button.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
Well, the San Andreas is full. It's filled. I've repaired it. I've sanded it. That's why I'm wearing the mask. There is some sanding dust from the epoxy that I used in the air, and I don't want to be breathing it in. But I wanted to show you guys because it turned out pretty good. All right, that's the screw hole that started it all. And the San Andreas went all the way up to the top. So where it's gray, that is all the filler. It's been sanded down all the way up to the top. And that crack has been filled too. So now it's all been sanded down and it's smooth. When I run my hand along it, I don't feel anything. It's just smooth. So yay, that's done. The next step is going to be to get it painted. I think I am going to go with white. I don't even know if I have white. I should think about it for a hot second. Wait a minute. Do I have white? Okay, if I have enough white, we're going to go with white. But I need to wait for the dust to settle in here so I can take my mask off and so that it doesn't get onto the paint. So I'm going to leave the room, let the dust settle, and then we'll come back to it. But I'm happy with how the fault line turned out. So I just wanted to show you guys while I'm in here that I'm happy now because I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I'll be honest with you. It was like, I know JB Weld's got some good stuff, but at the same time, this is going to go into a customer's house. And if it doesn't turn out, we're talking about the bottom, like literally caving apart. So it didn't go all the way through. The Bondo seems to be holding that line together. So hopefully it won't expand any further and cause any problems for anyone down the line. But I'd like to get this into Vintage Junkie next week. I'm done with this. I'm tired of playing, y'all. I'm done playing. I want to run a bead of caulk around the inside where I put the new bottom on. I'm going to run a bead of caulk just to make sure that like it doesn't look like you just added a bottom. So it looks like it was supposed to be there to fill in that little gap. There's a tiny gap down here. Like just a little one. And I want to fill it. So I'm going to get some caulk and I'm going to fill that in. And then we're going to paint it and hopefully in white. Yeah, still, I need to figure out if I have enough white. I have to. I'll figure that out. But let's let the dust clear and then we'll come back to it. Hiya! Several days later. Repairs are being made on this. I've caulked all the cracks and I got the top off. So I got to cut the top, put that on, and then we're going to sand down where I caulked a bunch of spots. And then, yeah, it's going to be time to paint. We're just going forward. We're going for it, guys. We're going for it, guys. This is happening. Again, another day later. There's no lid on this. I don't think you guys can see that. No. So the replacement top is not on. My reasoning being I can now roll up in here without having to worry about hitting the top and edging, because I'm going to have to edge all of this. I remember painting this cabinet once before and it was a huge pain in my butt because you've got to get back in here and all. I mean, it's just corners and edging and corners and edging and corners and edging. So one less edging. And then when the top, before I put the top on, I'm just going to roll it because it's a flat surface, top and bottom, and it'll be perfect. That's the plan, Stan. Time to paint. I've got white. Just white. Got a roller. Got an edging brush. Got my headphones for some music or an audiobook. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm in my painting clothes. We're good to go. Hopefully I get enough paint on it tonight that this is it. She'll be ready to go to Vintage Junkie next week. Coat 1, it's already looking prettier. A lot of the little imperfections, little things that are annoying are already disappearing. You can still faintly see them if you're up close. So there will be definitely a second coat of paint on here. It's a cleanup. I don't even know if you guys can see really what's changed, but remember the scratches up here. There were scratches from the repairs in here. The whole base was not blending in. And now, I mean, it's all white. It's all white. It's starting to look like it belongs as one piece, like one unit. So now if I can just get all the rest of the scratches blended in, get it cleaned up, put the top on, we'll be good to go. But I'm gonna take a little break and let it dry because I'm pulling paint off. If you're trying to roll on or brush on paint while it's still tacky, you'll end up pulling more paint off than you're putting on. And I'm like, okay, take a break. But I've got a coat of paint, cleaned up everything. So both sides, the top, all of this. So it all has one new, brand new coat of paint on it. It just needs to, I need to give it about 20 minutes and then come back. So I'm going to do that. And now it's dinner time. There's 2 coats on here. I'm not seeing the shadows of things. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. You'll probably see me again. This video is not ending until this is done. So there'll be other videos in between, and then I'll come back because the last scene of this video will be this thing on her legs. Done. It will happen. She's gonna be done, but she's already looking beautiful. I mean, she's all cleaned up. You can see down here, it's not raw wood anymore. You don't see I filled in. I had used the spackle to fill in the crack around where the wood met and all of the texture that was left. It's all smooth now. So I'm going to clean my brushes and probably come back. You'll probably see me like that. Another day later. 2 days later. I don't know. It's later. And I'm back in here. I have the board for the top. Now it's wood and not cardboard. So I'm going to paint the one side for the top that's going to be facing down. We're going to glue it down, pre-drill some holes, nail it down, give this a whole nother coat. You can see where the scratches were is gone now. Just give it another coat, and then once we've got this on the top, I'm going to fill around the edge. So again, that it doesn't look like raw wood. The same thing I did on the bottom with the Dridex. And we're kind of going to caulk around it and make it look like it blends in and belonged to this piece always. And get the coat of paint on the top. And hopefully that is a one-day process, and we're letting it dry overnight and taking this to Vintage Junkie either tomorrow or the next day, because I need to get some pieces in there. I'm just so sad at myself. I also need to get some pieces out of their basement. So I'm going to need my husband's help, and that's not going to make him happy, but you know, here we are. First things first, we're going to get a coat of paint on one side of this. I guess both sides, well, one side, because let's not push it. This has been moved to the floor. It's on a dolly now, a furniture dolly. I'm going to glue the top on, and then I found some nails that I'm going to employ. I know how to speak. I swear I do. But this thing has taken it out of me, like for real. I've prime coated both sides of the board, and then the underneath side has actually been painted white so that when I get it put on, I just need to nail it down. And then we're going to deal with the top. So the top has some special challenges that we're going to have to deal with, and the fact that it was never meant to be seen. So now that it's going to be a low shelf, you will see the top and you will see the gaps where the piece was put together. I want to fill those gaps and then paint them. And I'm sitting there, I don't know, fill them when I did all the other ones, because it was up high and I am this low and I did not see it till I put it on the floor. It's just one thing after another with this thing. Loctite, Power Grab, construction adhesive, all-purpose adhesive. I always I use these clips to hang them on my board so I can't lose them. Smart for me, because sometimes I lose things. Like my nails. An entire kit of nails. I have no idea where they went. Open up. There we go. All right. Just going to run a bead along the edge here. Not too much. I don't want it squishing out anywhere. I just want a little extra layer to keep it from flip-floppy, you know, even with nails, sometimes it kind of rattles when you put these things on. And I pre-drilled the holes. So I didn't show you guys that, but there's holes at intervals along here. Oh. I know you can't see me dancing back here, but I'm dancing. Okay. Let's finish it up. I'm so excited right now. Now we just need to fill. I'll show you what we have to fill. It's just easier to tell you, show you, than to tell you. People are going to see these now. So I need to fill that, and then I wanted to get a line of filler around there just to make it look like it belongs to this piece. And then we'll paint the top, and hopefully we'll be done. It absolutely has to be painted. When it was the top of a hutch, I was less concerned about the fact that that was not perfect than I am now. So we're going to get this painted up. Well, filled, sanded, then painted up. So get to work. Okay, I now have to take a break and leave the room because there's too much stuff drying in here. This is just another example of why I need a shop. I have drawers laid out all over the floor over here, this piece, and I'm like, all right, I got nothing. So maybe I'll have some lunch. All right, so now it's filled in all around and it's time to paint it. The cold is affecting my drying time. So the filler that I used was, you know, I sanded it away. But as I'm trying to put paint on it, it's pulling up. It's not dry. And it's making a little nasty mess up there. So it's the cold. It's sort of like having, you know, being in warmer climates and it's raining all the time. I'm frustrated. It's got to go out. I got to get it done. I have to get a hairdryer and just hold a hairdryer on it for a few hours. So I need to take a little pause again, let it dry. I'm going to go back to working on this other project that I'm working on in the interim, trying to get 2 things done at once. I almost started a third project and then I went, what's wrong with you? Anyway, you need to break out a hairdryer. Okay. I'm really frustrated. Really frustrated. All right, I just need to get something done. All right, I finished the top. I think I'm done. I'm going to let it dry overnight and then decide. But if I'm done, the next scene that you guys are going to see is the feet on it and us heading to Vintage Junkie to drop it off. Get a price tag on it. Get it out the door. Yes. She's on her legs. Y'all. Sorry about all the shadowing. It's dark in here, but I just had to show you guys. She's up. She's on her feet. Yay! It's going into the shop tomorrow. I could not be happier to see her go. My husband helped me lay her on her back so we could put the legs on. Then we stood her up and Margot's affecting my lighting. Margot! Come here, Margot. Hey, dog, come here. Come here. Margot's hiding. I get to hear you a lot better than you. I know. Missed you too. We just got home from work and she's had to be without me all day, haven't you? Want to come sit with me? Come here. Sit down. You sit down. Sit here. Come here. You get that? Oh, you're gonna sit on me. Okay. You're very big for a lap dog. She's like, never mind. Anyway. Thanks for following me on this journey. It's just not been a good project for me. And I know I was stressed out about it when it started with good reason. I mean, there were a lot of wild card factors that I was like, oh, how are we going to deal with that? How are we going to deal with that? But we got through it and she's on her feet and you can't beat that. So the satisfaction's so much better when you've had a difficult road. I mean, she ain't tippy either, by the way. She's not tippy. That was the other thing. It was like, am I going to get her on these legs and then it's going to be tippy? No, not tippy. I'm very excited. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.